Hello there guys and girls and everything that's in between, and welcome to another episode of Mount & Blade Bannerlord News. I'm GD, and let's get this started. Hup! So, yesterday, March 20th, a little bit late, I know, sorry, is a new developer blog update from our favorite developer, Worlds. This time they're talking about a new system and a new addition to the single player, which is going to be the bartering system. The bartering system is a new feature that is going to be happening between player and NPC, as well as NPC and NPC parties, and it's going to allow you to basically barter, offer, demand all sorts of things from your opponents or your friends or even just people in cities. You'll be able to open up a menu that lists basically all of your belongings on the right side, as you can see on the screenshot, as well as what your opponents have on the left side. This is going to be things like fiefs, things like, just standard items, diplomatic features like canceling a war, starting a war, establishing some kind of trade agreement. What it's going to add is it's going to assign what they call a materialistic value to every item and asset in Bannerlord. So basically, we're saying that a city has a monetary value, releasing a prisoner has a monetary value, and what the game is going to do is it's going to compare the monetary value of both parties, and then it's going to have sort of like a satisfaction meter, which is going to kind of tell you if this is a good deal for you or a bad deal for you. They've mentioned that this is going to be affected by things like your relationship to the other party, the existence of war, if it's a war state or if it's peace. For example, if you've got a prisoner and you want to barter them back to their own family or their own faction, it's obviously going to make more sense than trying to barter them to someone that is completely unrelated. It's also going to allow you to change the political landscape by acquiring other people into your faction or into your party. It's going to allow you to make peace and declare war, and it's going to allow you to use war and peace and trade as items of a greater bartering picture. So it's going to be so cool. You might be able to do things like, okay, I'm going to release this prisoner back to you that I captured in the last war, but since we're losing the last war, I would like for us to be at peace and maybe have a little bit of trade. I mean, this is so sandbox, I love it. Another really cool feature about this whole bartering system is that it's not going to be just you carrying out the bartering initiatives. The sandbox AI is also going to use the system. So let's say, for example, you have your own kingdom or a political party. We're not really sure how that is going to set up in Bannerlord, but I'm sure we'll find out more about that in the future. But let's say you have your own kingdom and you have a few lords, and one of your lords is kind of dissatisfied. You haven't really given him much land outside of his village. A rival king can easily notice that, enter into a bartering menu with your lord, and entice him to defect. I mean, that is so cool. This is going to be, they say, a boon for the strategical campaign, as it makes the game much more interesting and unpredictable while retaining balance and realism. So for me personally, I like this system because of how truly sandbox it is. The possibilities are infinite. I could ask someone to marry their daughter for a couple of wheels of cheese, or I could ask someone to, declare war on another faction if I give them lots of sheep wool and maybe a couple of villages. Like, that's gonna be so cool. Let's say you're fighting a war with another faction, you're losing. You go to this neutral faction and you go like, hey, have this city, have this castle, I'm gonna lose it anyway. Come help me fight. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna create dynamics that I've always wanted in the Mount & Blade games. That's gonna be it for me. There's only been really one image in this blog, unfortunately, but you can see that the system looks really interesting. Obviously, all of these menus and everything that I've stated in this video are my own personal opinion, inspired by the blog. Everything is work in progress. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, head over there to Worlds at Mount & Blade on Facebook and Twitter. Follow them and look out for more blogs. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.